All right, so I'm here in LA, and I'm with my co-writer, partner, Ryan Swanson. You know him, you love him. And we got a couple updates we want to give you. First of all, everyone keeps asking, when is season 2 coming out? What is going on with season 2? You are our head writer. Right now, I'm not actually writing. I'm waiting for you and Tyler kind of do your first passes. Where are we at with season 2? Challenges, victories, what's going on?
Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Tyler and I are in the middle of season 2, episode 2 and 3. We are creating a bridge between an episode that's going to be very special, like our previous episode 3. Dallas takes on and really makes his own. And we're looking at everybody's arcs. How are people developing in relationship to their newfound place at God's side? How are people coming together as a group? There's a lot of challenges in our human bodies to work with other people, especially in everybody moving in the same direction. So we are taking those arcs and we're trying to blend them in a way that leaves people guessing about what's coming next. And Tyler is always one step ahead of me. I'm always a step ahead of Dallas in terms of
the progress, the workflow,
the product itself. So I'm looking forward to some time coming up when I'll be able to get into episode 2 and
what about let's give a little bit of a teaser of episode 1 season 2, because episode 8 of season 1 ends with them heading towards Samaria. They arrive in Samaria, episode 1. There's 2 characters that we're kind of developing strongly in episode 1. Who are they, and what are we kind of focused on? I think there's a nickname that arrives on the scene.
That's right. So there's a couple brothers in our group who used to be fishermen before they were called by Jesus, and they have a nickname, the Brothers Thunder. And we're going to be in Samaria for a couple of days after the encounter with the woman at the well. And we want to know what that looks like. Jesus has been unmasked, has been announced, and ministry has really started in earnest. We felt like it was an opportunity to dig into how some of our better-known disciples would react to that moment. In fact, the Brothers Thunder.
This is where they get their nickname, and we see why they're called the Brothers Thunder. Because they're not fans of Samaritans.
With the locals, where they earn their nickname and they earn it well. So we're going to explore that, and also we're going to talk about the other 2 people that are joining in episode 1.
Yeah, sure.
And Thomas and
Rama. Yes, it originally was Ruma. We changed it in the script to Rama last year. So yeah, Thomas and Rama. Yeah, no, it's Rama. Thomas and Rama joined the group officially in episode 1. So bringing Thomas into this dynamic, and this is what we're exploring a lot in season 2, is this group dynamic. And when he meets Matthew and is like, wait a minute, you got a tax collector here? What do we need him
he's
for?
He's good with numbers and measures and counts everything.
Yeah. So he's like, maybe we don't need Matthew for lots of reasons. All right, so you've got something coming up in less than a week.
That's right.
That I'm actually don't get a chance to be part of, but you and Tyler are doing what? Why don't you talk real quick about what you're doing, and then maybe a little bit of why it's both good and bad news.
Well, we have the incredible opportunity to travel to Israel, and Tyler and I will be going on what's been described to us as a sort of almost an Indiana Jones type adventure, where we are going to get access to archives and a trove of information that most people will never see in their lifetime, and we're going to be walked through it
and actual specific locations as well. Like the tour guide, who's a rabbi, actually said, tell them to bring like
closed-toed shoes.
Yeah, clothing that can get dirty, because we're going to be going to places that you don't normally go.
Yeah, so we've got this incredible opportunity, and we're writing about Israel. It'll be my first time there. I should see the place. So this will be the opportunity to do that. Now, you mentioned something, potentially.
Just not easy, uncomfortable for you, maybe.
Yeah, the journey's a little fraught for me. I am in the middle of a workspace right now, and I don't sleep well on planes, and I don't work well. I just sit and get jittery and then we're going to have the humongous global time difference. And Dallas saw me this morning. He said, "How are you looking forward to the trip?" And I was honest, and I said that I'm daunted by the journey. So it is going to be an amazing opportunity, and I can't look past that. But I know there's going to be real challenges with traveling and trying to work on our show.
Yeah, I mean, the show, you see a lot of our fun, but we're also authentic about the struggles. And sometimes that's because we need prayer. Other times it's just because we want you to know that behind the curtain of this project it's not always fun. And I think part of that's a good thing, because it puts us in a place where, we've been from day one, which is our hands outstretched for our daily manna. I don't think anything about this project has ever been totally comfortable. So you get a chance to experience some of that on a plane, on a 15-hour plane ride to Israel. So, like I said, it's kind of good news. Maybe not bad news. Maybe bad news isn't the right word for it. But it's just not going to be just a fun little jaunt over to.
It's the opportunity of a lifetime, and it comes with a cost.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to stay with our eyes on the prize, and we're going to work through the entire trip, and hopefully we're going to come back with life-changing stuff.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for your continued prayers and for your continued support. It means so much to all of us. And this is right now what's happening now, and what Ryan is doing along with Tyler. This is the guts of the operation. This is the foundation, and this is the part that I'm less involved in until probably about a month or two from now. And so right now, the hinge of season 2 is in the hands of Ryan and Tyler right now. And so keep that in mind and keep that in your prayers. Because none of this works if the script doesn't work. So, but good news is things are progressing as they should, and we're excited about what's to come in 2020. So thanks again.